Hello friends. Now let us take up our 10th and last project in a PFG web series. The task of this project is preparing and printing school statistics report. As I told you already, first write it on the paper and you write it on your own, take your own time. If you are able to perform the 6 projects, first 4 are program, 5th to 10th are projects. These projects independently we take 2 days time, no worry and all that. If you are able to perform these projects on your own, thereafter we go for bigger one, even 100 plus lines projects you write, then comfortably write. With every project you understand few things only, and most of the code is same replica of the same code. That's why simply seeing the size of a program or project, don't worry, because all core things or basic things you learned here and practice it, and all your conceptual knowledge you could transform into programming skills. That point you have to understand and proceed. Now let us see this output, and that means we are focusing on design. Here totally how many variables are there? 3 into 4 plus 3. Totally 15 numbers are 15 data items are there. That means 15 variables are required. Out of that, how many are input variables? Here if you see what are the input variables, class number is for every class number is an input variable, number of boys is an input variable, number of girls is an input variable. So for each class, how many input variables are there? 3. 3 into 3. Now 9 are input variables. And how many are output variables? 6 are output variables. 6 numbers are output variables. Now that is the clarity regarding variables. Thereafter here names. Actually few things I have to tell you. Here which classes we are choosing and all that, it depends. They depend on your choice. Here I am choosing 10th class, 11th class and 12th class. If you want to prepare a report for 10 classes, you prepare. No worry. Same procedure. Okay. Now here it is a good practice. Readability is a very good practice. So class number uppercase 10th class, 11th class, 12th class. Like this, instead of 10, 11, 12 and all that, you write like this, it improves the readability. Okay. Thereafter other challenges names. Here in this case names are, because big names are there, whether big or small, whatever variable name you give, whoever reads that they can understand without any scope for doubt. Here which names I am giving? Class 1, class 1, class 2, class 3, because any class you can choose. Class 1 number. Second one, class 1 num boys, that number of boys in class 1. Class 1 num girls, number of girls in class 1. So for the 3 variables you have to define for all the 3 classes. Then with this clarity you start writing the program. First write a comment, PFG-10, and a program to prepare and print student statistics report, school statistics report. Now let us write input section. In input section, now we see that in input section actually for one class only write, correctly write. Now sincerely focus on that, lot of focus is required. Class 1 num is equal to input enter class number 10, you enter, just comment I have written, and here class 1 number is class 1 num girls, you enter. Thereafter one print statement you write, because already I told you in input final output block to block one gap, line gap you want to create and all that, like that one print you write. Thereafter copy and paste the first block, and what changes you have to make? You have to make where 1 is there, you have to make it as 2, and class 3 where 1 is there you have to replace with 3. And one more thing I have to tell you, even though class number is an integer, but we are using capital letters X, that is Roman characters, that's why we can take it as a string only. Thereafter number of boys and number of girls, obviously it is int, there is no scope for float. So you write it in int function. In int function, you write input function. Okay, that you don't forget. From the beginning, many times I told you. So, in this manner, input section you write. Only copy paste techniques you learn. But there, whatever source block is there, you thrice you check it. There should not be any error. If any error is there, then it is creeped up in other things. Your lot of time is wasted. That point you have to keep in mind. Now, let us consider the process section. This is a little bigger process section compared to with the previous projects. Here, 6 output variables are there. What are they? Class 1 strength. That means sum of class 1 number of boys and girls. In the same manner, class 2 strength, class 3 strength we have to calculate. Thereafter, we have to go, this is class wise strength means total number of boys and girls. Next group is school boy strength, school girl strength, and school strength means school total strength. Carefully observe the formula, by that you can have clarity. First one, class 1 strength. How can you calculate? Class 1 num boys plus class 1 num girls. Class 2 strength, class 2 num boys plus class 2 num girls. Class 3 strength, class 3 num boys plus class 3 num girls. So, class wise strengths we can find out. Thereafter, what we have to find out? We are focusing on school. School boy strength. School boy strength, how can you find out? Class 1 num boys plus class 2 num boys plus class 3 num boys. School girl strength, same way. Class 1 num girls plus class 2 num girls plus class 3 num girls. Thereafter, school strength means school total strength. There are 2 ways and all that. Better way is class 1 strength plus class 2 strength plus class 3 strength. If you calculate, you can find out. And now for all 15 variables, we got the values. All variables are filled with values. Now we have to focus on output section. Thereafter, output section. As I told you, I repeat the same every time. Only practice. In order to get command over output section, you should have perfect command over print statement. Here 13 lines of code is there. 13 print statement. Carefully write. Previous projects you may commit some errors. You take it to the final project, and you should not commit any mistakes in that. That is your test. Nobody in programming, nobody can test your knowledge. You should test yourself. Of course, previously 5 projects you did. You might have committed some errors. Don't worry about that. Take it as this one as the final test, and 100% correctly you try to write this one. That is the test. Then you can take it as a granted. Self-assessment is the best assessment. Okay. Thereafter, you execute the program, and now let us see the output. Here you see. Here you give block-wise inputs. You give. Already I told you that is a very good habit and all that. Then 9 input prompt statements you can find, and you give the values. One thing I am telling you, whatever values you are giving, it should be normal. Suppose in class strength it may be 60. Out of 60, some are boys, some are girls. You should not take 100, 200, 300 and all that. Normally in every school or college, certain limit is there. You follow that. It should be uniform, but it should not be extraordinary and all that. So, if you give some odd figures like one class strength 120, other class 200, like this and all that, you are documenting your ignorance. You are documenting your lack of common sense. That's why see my figures, not just writing correct program. Whatever values you are giving and all that, those should be normal. Somebody sees and all that, he or she should not feel something odd. That point you have to understand. Now we see, if you see this output, you can find actually every class 60. Then we can take it as granted the intake limit is 60 for every class. Thereafter, boys and strength and girl strength may not be equal. Generally, most colleges boys strength is more. That's why total boy strength 95, total girl strength 85. Totally strength 3 classes 180. In this manner, simply somebody sees your program and all that, they get first impression on you because of all these things. One thing I am telling you, this web series is a game changer if you want to evolve as a professional programmer. No doubt about that. This is a good starting point, and it will act as a game changer in our entire career. Wish you all the best.